Welcome everybody tonight at Fiancé Fridays. We're here with Gio, Shabooty, and our live listeners include Coco Puff, Heather, Kelly, Mina, Pineapple Girl, and Sophia.
What's up, everybody?
Was good.
What's good?
Yeah,
So,
sorry about the Love Island spoiler.
it was actually hilarious because I was composing a tweet, and the tweet started out is, I did not go on Instagram or social media today, so I don't know who got voted off. And as I can't make this shit up, as I was tweeting it, I have on my laptop, I get my Instagram notifications.
Mm.
They pop up on my laptop because my phone is logged through my Mac. So I have notifications turned on for you. So as I was typing that, your post notification came up and said who got voted off. And I was like, you can't make this shit up. This is like irony, like at its finest. Like when Alanis Morissette wrote Ironic, it was about this particular situation. Because I was like, holy shit, I literally was just about to say I know exactly who got voted off. And ironically, I only had like 7 or 8 minutes before they announced it. So it was just, I wasn't mad because I was like, well, they were about to say it anyway, so it was fine. But I was just like, damn, you know.
Yeah, like the last two send-offs were both not. I mean, first of all, sorry for spoiling for you, but then the last two people that got booted off were both spoiled for me because like what was it? I don't remember when it was when Sean got kicked off. I purposely like I was planning to avoid Twitter as I was watching it because it starts at 9 and literally at 9:05 some asshole like fast forwarded to the end and then tweeted like, oh, who got kicked off, and then and then another account that I follow retweeted that person. So then literally at 9:05 I knew that Sean got kicked off. And then today, like Peacock apparently posted something on their main account, the Love Island USA account, and then they deleted it immediately. But even if they delete it, people screenshot it. So then they had spoiled it. Beatrice was getting kicked off today. So I knew like 7 or 8 hours ago. So
That's really weird that they spoiled their own show. Like that's really crazy.
yeah.
I didn't see that because I don't follow like
Mhm.
Peacock or I might actually follow the Love Island account, but again, I hadn't been on social media all day long today, so I didn't know anything that was going on. Like literally Britney Spears could have died today. I wouldn't have known because I wasn't on my phone. So I would have known. So I was like, oh, I'm safe. I've been good. I've been off my phone.
Mhm.
I'm gonna get through this episode. I'm gonna be surprised, and then bam. So I was like, damn, this is so crazy. I made it, and I made it like through over an hour of the show too, and I live tweeted it too. So I was like, well, this is going really well because I was assuming something was gonna happen, and it didn't. And then you got me. You got me.
True. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah. The Love Island fandom's going crazy this season. That's all I can say.
I mean, this season has started off pretty strong, like I think that compared to last season, again, I'm only a one seasoner. I watched one season before this, but I feel like this season is pretty strong. Like I'm very invested in people already. Because usually if you ask Gina, she's not here to verify this, but if you ask Gina, oops, my bad, I hit mute. If you ask Gina, she's not here to verify this, but I usually don't even know people's names until like the third week.
Yeah.
But I know everybody's names. Like I'm pretty invested, and I got my girl to watch with me. So, well, actually, not today because she's not here. But we usually watch it together, and so I'm like very invested. But yeah, this season is pretty good.
No, yeah, I'm like super invested, but then it's like some of it though is like kind of. I feel like the producers, even though it's like it's America's choice of America gets to choose who gets voted off. It's like that's kind of bullshit in a way because it's like the producers know they kind of like it's kind of telegraphed, so they know when they have this like country boy that America's gonna be like, oh, we're gonna put the country boy with Kenzie, and then like they know like and then like what sincere is was all with the chick soul, so like they kind of know that America's gonna pick those people because they're kind of matches. They already have like chemistry, so it's like not really that much of a surprise as far as who America chooses.
I mean, no, and I think there is some sort of issue because I think technically the elimination was supposed to be yesterday, if I read
Yeah,
correctly.
there's so many like votes that like crash the system, so then it got delayed.
Yeah, they crashed the system. And so they couldn't do the elimination on the night that they were supposed to, because technically last night's episode was kind of boring. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was kind of boring. I watched it and I was like trying to stay awake because I watched it like when I was going to bed and it was kind of boring. But this episode, I don't know, it was an hour and it was 131 minutes. And it did seem like most of it was Melanie just saying that she couldn't trust Sincere, like over and over and over to every single person that would listen. Like she was shouting it from everywhere in the villa, and I kind of was getting over it because I was like, if you can't trust him, just go and explore other people. Y'all just met like a week ago. Like, but she just wouldn't let it go. She was just like, oh, he's kissing Soul. And I was like, so go kiss somebody else. Corbin tried to kiss you when you said nah. So like, I don't really want to hear it at this point. Like, if he kissing other girls, go kiss other dudes. You know, like that's kind of the whole point of this whole damn show.
Mhm. And then you know, the moment I knew I was like an addict for Love Island was like, well, long story long, another kind of like social media influencer person, let's just say, they let me use their like Peacock account, and I was using theirs. And then the other day, I was trying to watch Love Island USA, and then you know, if like too many people use an account, it's like there's like I think it said something like three people are already like streaming at once, so you can't stream currently. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, fuck this shit. I like logged out of that account, and then I like signed up myself for like the best plan where it's like no ads, because I was like, I'm an addict. Like
No, wait. Did you not have your own Peacock account?
I was using my clout to use a fan slash friends account, but then
That's crazy. I didn't know this. This is very interesting. So I've had a Peacock account for years and I never really used it
mhm.
until like honestly, I would watch like a show here and there or a movie here and there, but it was never like anything interesting. But now that I have the account, I'm just like, yeah, I gotta keep this because watching Love Island and the fact that they won't put it on TV is like crazy to me because it's the biggest show in the world. They could make so much in ad revenue instead of just running those little 60-second ads. But it's a necessity. So the fact that you were using like somebody else's account is kind of funny. Yeah, that's kind of
You
crazy.
know, like no, but it spoiled me because it was like the premium one where like no ads. So then when I signed up the other day after that happened, I was like, oh, I have to get the ad-free one. So like that's what I'm with now.
Oh, so you were on the ad-free plan. Yeah, I was on the plan with ads.
Mhm.
Because again, I never really used it. Now that you say that, I might upgrade. It's probably like $4, right? Like I
No,
might just
trust me, like if you use the premium ad-free plan, like it's like crack. Like you'll be like, there's no way fucking hell I'm ever gonna use like a Peacock ad account. You won't be able to go back. Trust
I mean, yeah, I have the Netflix ad free, and I
me.
always have since I've had Netflix so long, I can't remember. I don't want to age myself, but I've had it. I'm like ground floor Netflix. So like I've had the ad free plan since it started. So I can't imagine not having the ad free. So I might be ready to upgrade my Peacock to ad free because it's only a 60-second ad. But the one thing I hate about Peacock when it goes to the ad, it gets really loud and I have surround sound in my room. So like there's speakers on both sides of my bed. So it'll be like normal sound. And then when it goes to the ad, it sounds like I'm at a rock concert. It gets like really, really loud. It scares the living shit out of me. So I'm like, I need the ads to go away.
Yeah, like I have that on my, I'll admit I have the ads on my Amazon Prime thing. And then that one, yeah, it's like loud, but then also it's like really bright. Like the visual when the ads is playing, it's like super fucking bright compared to regular shit.
Well, yeah, when you're watching TV in the dark,
Mhm.
in bed, like it does get super bright, but the ad volume is what gets me because it like literally scares the living shit out of me. It kind of sounds like there's a plane crashing onto my house sometimes. It gets so loud, I'm just like, what the fuck? So yeah, I think you're right. It's about time to upgrade. So maybe I'll do that tonight when we're done. I'm gonna upgrade.
True. So, okay, let's get into some of the topics. Like, I'll start with the big like 90-day news, and then what I'm gonna do is like go through my Instagram feed from like oldest to newest, and then we'll just like buzz through. And again, there might be a lot of like Love Island, but that's what's hot these days. So bear with us if you don't watch it. But if you don't watch Love Island, you might as well watch it so you can enjoy the podcast better.
Or don't. You can just listen to what we're saying, and it's like you were watching it anyway, because we're gonna basically break it down for you. So you don't have to, but it would make more sense if you did. So at least you knew who we were talking about. You could put a face to the name. Some of these people are really good looking, so you might want to do that.
True. So, all right, let's start with the big like 90-day news, and like it wasn't news to either of us really, but it wasn't really fully reported either. Anyway, so the big T story, I think more, there's a little bit of recency bias, meaning like it's from like more recent, so it's more in my face. So the big story was like 90 Day Fiance. They're doing like a spin-off of the Florida couples, and they're already filming in Florida. So I guess I'll just read you my caption. Um, I said it's official. Sharp Entertainment is filming a new 90-day spin-off show starting the Florida couples. Courtney, I'm only gonna announce the women. You already know the husbands or whatever. So Courtney, Yara, Jasmine, Darcy, and Lauren and their significant others. And then I said, the question is who can stomach more Jasmine and Lauren? I sure as hell can't. The only reason it was greenlit is because it was filming, because they were filming all the couples in the same state, which reduces the production costs since they're not flying around everywhere. And then I said, the most prudent thing we can do is boycott the show in an effort to ice Jasmine's huge ego. So that was the big news.
Yeah, that news came to my inbox
Hmm.
probably a week or two ago. Because I remember somebody sent me a photo, and
Hmm.
then somebody also sent me like a Reddit post of like a photo, and they were like, "Did you know about this?" And I was like, "Well, yes." I wasn't excited about it because of who was there.
Hmm.
But I was told that it's like gonna be like a Real Housewives style spinoff that follows like the 90-day women and their husbands.
Hmm.
Um, and I just thought like, oh wow, it's like the producers woke up and was like, what's a way to piss off George today? And that was their idea. Because I was like, Jasmine, hate her. Lauren, can't stand her. Darcy, I don't mind. Darcy's a friend. But like the idea of this show, and Courtney, she's Courtney. So I don't know. I just feel like this is the wrong direction. But again, this is probably the same producers that are pushing Shekinah on us. They
Hmm.
just they just want us to be angry and they want us to boycott. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Like I can't make any promises that I would ever watch anything that Jasmine or Lauren are on. I just don't have it in me. I just don't.
Yeah, like oh, by the way, there's a fan theory because we know Shekinah is moving to Florida. Do you think like Shekinah could pop up on that show too? Because I know she's moving to Florida.
I mean, I've heard that she's going to be on the show, and I my ongoing joke is Shekinah's fucking one of the producers
Mm,
because she just keeps popping up on shows, just like Sophie. I was like, Sophie's definitely running gangbangs with the producers because nobody wants to see Sophie, and every time I turn around, that bitch is on my screen. It's like, so definitely, I heard that Shekinah is gonna be on the show with Sarper, and it goes from bad to worse. I was like, maybe they'll add somebody on there that I might actually be interested in, but no, it's going in the other direction.
though I posted today exclusively the one person I can say for sure isn't going to show up on this show is Libby, Andre's wife, because she showed up in my comment section and a fan asked, well, so a fan asked, what about Elizabeth and Andre? Don't they live in Florida also? And then she popped up in the comment section and said, it was a hard pass for us, laugh out loud.
Yeah, I saw that. So yeah, I don't know if everybody is aware of this, but Libby and Andre were booted from the 90-day universe. And they were booted from Pillow Talk. There's a lot of different discrepancies as of why.
Hmm.
I don't remember specifically what I was told, but I've heard different variations of why they were booted. So they've been kind of doing what Amani has been doing is pretending it's the other way around. They're like, oh, we hate the 90-day universe now and we would never be a part of it. But the actual story is the 90-day universe doesn't want them. So
Hmm.
their retaliation post is, oh, well, we're not going to be a part of the show. And I was like, we didn't want to see y'all. And the producers don't want y'all either. Like I think of all the couples Libby and Andre have been one of my most hated for as long
Hmm.
as I can remember. Like even before Lauren and Alexi, I think I told you back in the day, I tried to watch the Lauren and Alexi after the 90 days, and I even got through one episode. Like I gave it the old college try, but
Hmm.
I could not. Like with Libby and Andre, if they had their own show, I would rather cut off my toes and eat them.
Yeah, I think anytime a cast member shows up in my comment section to kind of like badmouth the show, I'm like, oh, they must be on the outs with Sharp or something because that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah, that's usually what's going on. They got booted and they want to change the narrative, and because
Well,
Amani wrote like a really long statement of how she didn't want to be a part of reality TV and she didn't want to be a part of it and why it ruined her life and why it was all fake. When in actuality, they were begging to get on another show and they just weren't picked up.
the one thing I don't know if Sharp gave a crap or not, but because it's hard to tell what they ever care about. But as far as fans, what upset some fans was during like the Super Bowl, they were anti the like Bad Bunny halftime show, and that kind of rubbed a lot of people the wrong way because that's like kind of I don't need to explain it to you, but it kind of rubbed people the wrong way because it's very like
Well, I did hear
Wasn't
that.
Shekinah too?
yeah, that's why I said it's hard to tell what pisses off Sharp because they love Shekinah, but then.
Yeah, yeah, I told you I allegedly believe it's whoever's banging the producer at the time. But I did hear that that was the reason. But again, this is allegedly. I've heard several different theories as to
Mm,
why. I heard that there was a verbal altercation between an executive producer and Andre. I've heard that. This is all allegedly, guys. I don't know what happened, but these are things that made it to my inbox, made
mhm.
it to my iMessage. So, but I was told that something happened and they cut ties with them. So that's all I know.
Well, that wouldn't surprise me. He's got a temper on him.
I
Mm.
mean, yeah, he does. He's kind of a loose cannon, so who knows?
Also, well, now I'm just like theorizing out of my off the top of my head, not really based on any tea or anything, but like, yeah, here's just a random theory that popped in my head because on the show, didn't like so Andre had a big fight with like blow up with like Lauren, right? So like Libby and Andre had a big beef with Lauren, but we all know like Lauren is like the network pet. So I feel like Lauren probably like called up the executive producers like, hey, I don't like Andre. We got to get rid of them.
I'm
And
not filming with him anymore. Do
they'll
as you
listen,
do.
yeah, they'll listen to whatever Lauren says, basically.
I mean, that's very possible. That's possible. She is a producer's pet, you know, so it's possible. Like I said, there's lots of different theories, but one thing is sure, I know for 100% fact that they are no longer a friend of the network, so you won't be seeing them anymore. I know that for sure.
True.
What about any of her family members?
Well, the family members are kind of irrelevant without them. They can't really do anything without them. So, like Libby's sisters can't really do anything without her. Their storylines are usually tied into hers.
Mm,
Or
I think,
Josh's?
well, Josh and one of those sisters did show up at a tell-all independently, which didn't really go anywhere. But I mean, I don't think that the sisters are gonna show up anywhere else because the main characters are no longer a part of it. I don't see how that would work in because when they banish you, they don't even like to talk about you or show a picture of you. It's almost like you don't exist anymore. So it'll be really hard to feature one of the sisters without
mm.
mentioning her, right? Like it'll be really hard to do.
True. Oh, and then also like obviously sad story that Libby's dad passed away, but he's obviously not going to be on the show anymore. So that's another beloved character that isn't in play anymore. R.I.P.
Yeah, yeah. He had his own single life storyline, so he was one of the ones that broke through. Like he
Mm.
was the older version of Jamal, right? Like he had his own storyline breakthrough from Libby and Andre. But yeah, unfortunately we lost him. What was his name? I can't remember.
Chuck.
Fuck.
Chuck. Yeah, we lost Chuck unfortunately, which was very very sudden and devastating. So yeah, condolences still to the family. I know that it doesn't get any easier.
Oh, by the way, and yeah, so Libby, like I said, Libby commented and said it was a hard pass for us to laugh out loud. And then Yara replied to that post and said, please, laughing emoji.
Oh, I like this. I like
I
this.
like this. I like that.
I
I should share that. I should share, like on Instagram, you could take a comment and repost your post with a comment above it. I should do
You
that.
should, because I kind of want you to kind of egg this on because I want
Yeah.
to hear a little more inside information. Because again, I've only heard bits and pieces, and none of it has been credible enough for me to like report. So I would love for Yara to elaborate a little bit more on that.
Hmm. Sure. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I wonder if I could do that as we're doing the podcast. Hold on. Oh yeah, Gina, by the way, like don't worry, we already talked a little Love Island, but I'm sure we're gonna talk a lot more Love Island. So
I'm
don't worry.
sure you guys wouldn't miss that. I would be pissed off.
Well, Gina, you weren't here. Whatever you were doing, that was more important than Love Island.
The Zoom wasn't loading and I had to restart my tablet.
Because at this point, priority should always be Love Island. Like, I don't know what island you live on, but I live on the Love Island Villa Island. So you should have been here to discuss.
I That's exactly what happened. I was like ready and I was just like, this shit's not working. Let me restart my tablet. Let me do this. Let me do that. So
Okay, Mariah, which song are you
of
going to sing for us?
course.
We Belong Together or Honey? Which one are you going to give us tonight?
I probably One Sweet Day.
Oh, hey, I just sang that at karaoke the other week, and it was a smash. I got a standing ovation.
True. Oh,
Yeah,
so like
me and
what
my
happened? Like
me and my friend Trina did a crazy good duet. So next time I'm in the house with y'all, I'll do a duet for y'all.
like G quickly, Gina, in 30 seconds, what happened in the World Cup world?
Canada won, tied it with Bosnia 1-1. I was at work watching it, and USA won 4-1 against Panama.
I thought it was like Paraguay or some shit.
Oh
No,
yeah, Paraguay. Sorry, not Panama. They play later.
true.
And
Ye
then tomorrow's Brazil.
true. And I think
Tomorrow's Qatar and Switzerland, Brazil and Morocco, Haiti and Scotland and Australia and Turkey.
in Iran is playing in Vancouver.
I thought they were playing in Seattle.
I don't know. I thought I read Vancouver. But anyway, that's enough soccer talk. Okay, and I
All the hotties come out during soccer, girls and guys.
true. And I just posted the the post from Yara where she says please. So I posted that to my story. Hopefully that'll instigate more drama. So anyway, and I made sure to screenshot it in case they delete any comments. All right, so that's that. Now, all right, I'm just gonna go through like my Instagram feed from like oldest to newest, and it'll be a lot of Love Island and whatever. So let's just start. I'm just going through. Okay, so I did a Love Island post where this is like 6 days ago where Ariana actually posted it where it was a news story where it says Love Island USA season 8 is off to a fiery start. Since launching on June 2nd, the first few episodes have already tallied 824 million minutes viewed, up 74% from season 7. That makes it Peacock's most streamed original series season ever through the first 3 days per internal data from NBC Universal. So it's already like up 74% from season 7. And then also one thing that was interesting with the fan voting, the first fan vote, which crashed the app, and we all know that, and delayed the like results of the show. Apparently, there are more people voting on the first episode of season 8 than the finale on season 7. So,
Oh wow,
Oh,
that's
holy
surprising.
shit.
I mean, I didn't think that Love Island could get any bigger, but
mhm,
I guess I'm wrong. It is a phenomenon. It's kind of like a universe. It has its own
mhm.
gravitational pull at this point. Like I didn't think it could, but
Yeah,
it's huge, guys. It's huge. It's what every man wants a woman to say when he pulls his pants out. It's huge. It's just fucking huge.
yeah. You don't want her to say, "Is that a peacock?"
Yeah, you don't want her to say where is it or is it there? Like, you want her to say it's huge, just like
That's it?
yeah, that's like a nightmare. That's what nightmares are made of, Gina, when you hearing things like that.
Mhm. True. I think there. Yeah. Let me just go. All right, I'm going through my posts. There's a lot of like because again, now that it's all huge. Well, let me back up real quick. So yeah, I think there's a lot of people in my shoes where it's like season 7 blew up, but if you feel like the show is already halfway through the season and you kind of miss the boat, you're like, oh man, I don't want to start I'm already behind. So I think a lot of people in my shoes were like, it's too late for me to start season 7. But it's in the back of your head. It's like, but when season 8 rolls around, I want to start watching from the beginning so I don't miss it. So I think, and then a lot of people probably jumped on board this season for the first time, I think.
Or
I
you can
mean,
do what I did last year and just watch all 13 episodes in a day.
Hmm.
yeah, Gina, I tried that. I couldn't do it. I really did. I gave it the old college try. I couldn't. I think in 2 days I got through like two and a half episodes. Like it was not something that I could do. I had to really dedicate myself to get caught up.
Hmm. Okay, and then yeah, so now that it's like so huge, there's a lot of I don't know how what it was like last year because I wasn't paying attention to it, but like there's a lot of clout chasers like coming out of the woodworks. A lot of the exes are like posting TikTok videos and shit. So there was like Corbin's ex posted some TikToks saying how he doesn't like white girls or black girls. And then there was Sincere's ex that was posting videos about saying like he ain't shit and blah blah blah, but I'm over him, but and I am clout chasing. So there's a lot of like the exes are all coming out of the woodwork this year.
I think it's really bottom feeder behavior when somebody waits until their ex gets on like a big TV show and then they want to grab onto their fame and clinch onto it like they're hanging on for dear life. It's such a bottom feeder move. Like I don't know, like if my ex got casted on a show, I'm not gonna like cling on to my ex to try to get fame out of it and try to badmouth them because obviously they're my ex. That's why we're not together. Right? Because
Mhm.
if they weren't my ex, we would still be together because that's what an ex is. So the idea that they feel the need to go online and be like, oh, Corbin's terrible or he's a liar or no shit. That's why he's your ex. And obviously he's doing better than you because he's on Love Island and you're sitting at home doing whatever the hell you're doing talking about him. Like such bottom feeder behavior.
True. Speaking about, and again, I'm jumping around, so it's going to be a lot like Love Island 90 Day Fiance, Love Island 90 Day Fiance. So I apologize if that's discombobulating. But speaking of bottom feeders, there was the news in 90 Day Fiance world where Mary and Brandon finally had their second baby, Summer, I think is the name. And then they obviously, when they did the baby announcement and they had videos and shit, they had a big like donation push because I guess the baby was having like some breathing issues, et cetera. And it was in the NICU. And then when I posted it, though, I'll be honest. So what I did was when the first news broke, I purposely just didn't post it the first day because it was like so drenched in a donation ask that I was turned off by promoting it. So then the next day rolled around, and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the text of their post and I'm gonna pump it into ChatGPT and I'm gonna tell ChatGPT to remove all the like donations and ask for money and references of money. So it had ChatGPT sanitize it to take out all that verbiage. And then I posted it so I could read you the sanitized version of their post that's less douchey.
All right, let's hear it. I didn't I,
Please do.
to be
Enlighten me.
really honest, I didn't read the original one, so let's just hear yours.
Okay, mine is less annoying because I've removed all the grifterness. It says, "We came prepared for our hospital stay, but our daughter Summer required additional care in the NICU due to breathing difficulties. What we expected to be a short stay has become much longer than anticipated. Our focus right now is on Mary's recovery and ensuring Summer receives the care and treatment she needs in the NICU. Excuse me. We are grateful for the support, encouragement, and kindness we have received from family and friends. Please keep baby Summer in your thoughts and prayers as she continues to grow stronger each day." So that's like the less douchey version of it.
I mean, that does sound great. And, I do wish nothing but the best for their baby. Did you say the baby's name was Summer?
Yeah.
That's a pretty name. So yeah, I wish the best for Summer, and I think their other baby's name is Midnight, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So I want that for them, but it reminded me of the boy who cried wolf, right? So they've asked for money for so many different reasons, and granted, this is the most valid
Yeah.
reason. Like I respect this reason out of all the other reasons they've ever asked for money because their baby is innocent, and I want nothing but the best for them. But they've asked money for iPhones. They've asked for money to help with their store. Like it's never ending with them. So it's like, damn, now that they really do need the money and it's for a good cause, I'm like turning my nose up at it because I'm just so sick of them asking for money.
Yeah, and there's well before she had the baby, a couple days before her baby, she was doing the pregnant belly exposed TikTok dances and shit. So yeah.
Yeah, I saw those. It's like, I don't know. I wanna be supportive, well, I am. I don't lie. I'm very supportive of their baby's recovery and that baby getting out of the NICU, I think. But, I'm not gonna fund it for them. I'm sorry. Y'all have been getting people to fund things for you for years. Like, you're not gonna get any money out of me. Like, I don't care what you heard about me. You ain't getting a dollar out of me.
Mhm. True. Okay, jumping back on Love Island USA. So there was the whole thing. Speaking of bottom feeding clout chasers, it was like the thing with Kata where her old classmates were saying she like allegedly like assaulted someone or punched someone, and then Kata's mom hopped online and she defended her daughter. She says, "I'm her mom. Kata's not a bully. That girl called her the N-word. We all grow and learn in life, and not one of us is perfect. I love my daughters, my sons, and will always have their back." So Kate has pretty kind of been vindicated.
Well, I saw the video and I couldn't distinguish if she was bullying or being bullied. Like there wasn't enough context for me. And you know what's okay, I gotta say this, right? Like it seems like the second people get cast on Love Island, videos and anything they've ever done in their life is like
Everything starts to resurface.
it's unearthed, right? It kind of comes from the crust of the earth, like all these videos, and every time they ever did something questionable on Snapchat, everything is like coming out. And I don't know if this is like a trend that happens on other reality shows. I don't watch every reality show, but like it just seems like people are harboring files and videos on their phones to get revenge on people. Like everybody is like, oh, so and so is on Love Island. I have a video from 1975 of them saying the
Mhm.
N-word. I'm gonna post it. Like it's crazy. It's like, is this what people do? Because in my definition of that word, that's a hater.
Mhm.
You're not on Love Island and they are, so you're gonna try to get them kicked off Love Island because you're not pretty enough to get cast on Love Island. That makes you a hater.
Yeah, and that happened to was it what's her name? Vasana? That she
Yeah,
got
and didn't she get voted off like before we even got to meet her?
yeah, we before
Yeah.
the show started, yeah.
Right, like I mean, I think from what I heard, she did arrive at the island and everything, but we never saw her. They never actually started filming and they kicked her off before. So that means that her hater knew that she got cast before anyone else knew and sent the video and posted the video. And that was like, what do you call that? Premeditated. Like they went out of their way to make sure that she didn't even get 1 minute of airtime. So I pray no one ever has a hater that much that hates them that much because
Well, it was one of her so-called ex-friends, I'm assuming now, because remember, the cast list comes out beforehand, and when the friend found out, that's when the video was exposed.
See, I don't want friends like that. If that's how friends are, I don't want any. I'll just sit around by myself. Because, like, I don't want any friends that the second they see me winning, they're like, let me cancel George. Like, let me find some, like, ew. Every friend like that should be slapped across the face. Not that I condone violence, but F y'all. Y'all are such haters.
True. Then speaking of not hating but loving, I was looking at Kata's like Instagram and then if a picture from 2025, like Rob from 90 Day Fiancé was liking her photos.
Wait,
Of course
what?
he was.
I
Yeah.
didn't hear that.
It's on I posted about it on my Instagram. I could send you the link if you want, but
Yeah, I'll need to see it. I haven't been on Instagram today. So, that's interesting. So I wonder if Rob has hit that, right?
yeah.
Because we know that Rob gets around.
Mhm.
So now I have questions and now I feel like we need to unearth this information. Like now I want to know.
I don't know, but then I think he must watch Love Island because he now follows like Soul as well. So
Oh, that's random. So yeah, maybe he watches the show. I don't like talk to him or nothing, so I don't know. Maybe he's a Love Island fan. I feel like not being a Love Island fan would make you a minority at this point. Everybody watches it, so he probably does.
I sent you the link to my post on chat or text or whatever. Anyway, yeah, he liked that post and let's see. Let me go to the next thing I did. Oh yeah, and then there was a big controversy, not really big controversy, but uh there was Bea's Invisalign and people were freaking out. Well, let me read you my caption. I said, several people have talked about Beatrice's Invisalign on Love Island. I didn't think about how it collects everyone's saliva when you're swapping spits. Gross. So yeah, people are commenting saying things like, I said this, those things are holding everyone's saliva. And everyone was freaked out that Bea was had her Invisalign on in the show.
So that's what freaks everyone out. I mean, the fact that everyone is like sticking their tongue down everyone's throat right after each other without mouth watching in between, that's what freaked me out. Her Invisalign is just icing on the cake. Like I was watching on the one episode where they literally just went down the line and were just sticking each other's tongues in each other's mouths. I'm a
Mhm.
germaphobe, guys. So like I don't even like sticking my girlfriend's tongue in my mouth. I'm just a germaphobe. Like I have to really, really love you to stick your tongue in my mouth. So the fact that that didn't bother nobody because Shabooty, you saw the videos of the way they were like, it was almost like they were eating each other's faces. Like,
Mhm.
that's what got me. So the Invisalign thing, yeah, weird, gross, but that's not the whole thing. The whole thing is they probably all, if anyone has gonorrhea or whatever no, what's the one? Mono, they all got it, right? Like, it's not just from her Invisalign, they all got it already.
Well, I think they get tested regularly.
Well, what do you mean regularly? Oh, because they bring bombshells in. Because I was like, if you get tested, if everybody gets tested at the beginning, um, you would need to get tested again because it's impossible for people to not have an STD to give other people STDs. But I guess they keep bringing new people in, so you're right.
Mm-hmm.
True. Let's see. I'm just going through my posts. Oh yeah, and so anyway, like just for the record, like Sean, well, I'll get to his post, but he did a post like after he got booted off, he finally broke his social media silence. And then also that Vasana girl, she's not posting videos of her dancing around. So she's like on her Instagram now. Uh,
Yeah, they're allowed to post when they get back and vast in their newly found fame. So, any thoughts on Sean? Because a lot of people are going online and they're judging him because he quit his job to do the show, and a lot of people are judging him because of that.
like I was surprised. Maybe it's like a Gen Z thing, but like I was surprised how much shit he was getting from the fans that he's like he's like a he's like a baby daddy or whatever, single father, whatever you want to call it. He was getting a lot of shit flack for that. But
Is that like bad? Is he? Are you not allowed to be a baby
but
daddy in
I'm
this
telling
day
you,
and
like
age?
I think Gen Z frowns upon that strongly or something.
So wait, do they think that you should be married to have a baby? Like, are they like going back to the Puritan days? Like, do
I
you
don't
have
know.
to be like
I,
married?
They just
I think
they
they're
see
not in that time frame. They're not in that like generation where I need to be a stepmama, basically. Like I wanna like you know what I mean?
yeah, they look at it as baggage and shit. They're turned off by it.
Yeah, they're extra baggage, extra drama, extra baby mama drama,
Oh,
right? So I don't think they will like think about it, George. These at like 22, did like maybe you did have your like your child at 22, but whatever. Like at 22, were you thinking at all about having a kid? Hell no, right? So that's the thing.
I
Mm.
mean, yeah, I get that. And I think, I'm a firm believer against having children. I think having children is a horrible financial decision. But judging people that do, that's like judging somebody if they're a different gender or orientation. Like, we just let people do what they do. So, like, it's weird that they want to shame him for having a kid that, he takes care of. Like, he even moved to a different state, to be honest. I did see some posts where they were like, oh, he should be a dad and he shouldn't be on a TV show in Fiji. And I was like, so apparently when you have a child, you can only just be a parent. You can't do anything else. That's not allowed. So again, I think Shabooty, you nailed it. I think this generation, it's like a scarlet letter. If you have a kid, like they label you as like a parent and not like a human being anymore.
Mhm. And then real quick, like Sean's post, his caption on his post today was, "I can't thank you all enough for the love you showed me, from all the videos to the funny ass pictures that became the background to my group chats. All of it was more than appreciated." Heart emoji. So that's what Sean posted today.
I hope that he gets a lot of work and he can do his little appearances and everything because he did give up his career. And again, I feel like the height of um popularity that you get from this show, even if you were on for a short amount of time, it's worth the sacrifice,
Mhm.
because you can make a lot of I think when Amaya went live last season right after she won, she went live on TikTok. And I want to say that she had like 40 or 50,000 people in her live. And
Mhm.
I want to say after her live, she had made like $27,000, and that was only like in an hour. So like when people are like, "Oh, that's a bad decision," I was like, "Well, actually, I think the peak of the popularity that you get from doing the show, you have to capitalize on it pretty quickly though, because the show happens every year, so your fame isn't gonna last forever. But I think if you capitalize on it the right way and you take and find opportunities that the show will give you, I don't judge people if they want to quit their job and pursue something. What's different from quitting your 9 to 5? Like say for instance, you work at a hospital and you quit that job and then you want to become a lawyer. What's the difference? You're just taking one opportunity in exchange for the other. TV, especially Love Island, is just an opportunity. It's not a job per se, but it's a huge fucking opportunity.
True. As far as tonight's episode, what did you think of like Soul kind of having a breakdown and crying a lot? What did you think of that?
Oh man. So my unpopular opinion, let me start at the beginning. I don't think Soul is hot. Like
Mm.
everyone thinks that she's like this hot, super bombshell hottie, and everything. And I had an argument with my girlfriend about this because she's like, no, she's hot. And I'm like, no, she's not. Like she's just like moderately pretty at best. So the fact that she was crying over the fact that they kind of called her a homewrecker was kind of ironic for me because the whole purpose of a bombshell, like since I've been watching the show at least, the bombshell comes in and they try to break up the other couple. So you're in definition of the term, you are a homewrecker. So it was really interesting to me where she had like a little breakdown. She's like, I don't know why people would think I'm like a bad person and I want to break up people's relationships. And I was like, well, it's kind of the whole purpose that you're here. Like you're supposed to come in and shake things up and make people second guess the person they're coupled with. So I think that she misunderstood the assignment.
Mm. Well, I'll say she's pretty high. I think she I,
Okay, so can I ask you a question, Shabooty? Because I wanna ask you a question because I had this argument with my girlfriend and we
Mhm.
couldn't come to a consensus. So I don't think she's hot. My girlfriend says she is, but she said that on top of being hot, she has a massive ass and nice tits. So I want to ask you a question. Do you think she's hot in the face, or do you think her tits are hot and her ass is hot? I'm just curious.
I think yeah, her tits and ass is what puts her over the edge, over the top. Um, yeah, I think like without
Okay,
that,
so follow-up question. Let's say we give her a flat ass and flat chest. Do you still think she's the hottest girl in the villa?
I mean, well, even despite with the tits, ass and tits, I still don't think she's the hottest chick in the villa. But um, the answer is probably not. But even with them, I don't feel that way.
Okay, cool, cool. So we're basically on the same
But I
page.
still but I think when you do calculate in the giant ass and giant tits and nice flat stomach and all that shit, then yeah, I think that part, she definitely. First of all, I think she's way hotter than the Gen shit, the Gen bombshell.
Oh, I mean, yes, I agree with you. Jen was very plain, and I didn't see her as a bombshell. Again, all of these people are pretty, okay? Don't get me wrong, I'm not calling nobody ugly. But yeah, I agree. I think Soul and Jen were pretty weak bombshells because I was like, I expected more, guys. Like I thought, a bombshell is supposed to come in and you're
Um,
supposed to freak out at their beauty, and I didn't
yeah,
get that.
yeah, like well, Kato is a bombshell, and she kind of rules the roost now. So
Yeah, yeah, I agree. And I'm not like a super big fan of the Halsey hairstyle. Like that's what Soul is rocking. But again, that's not even the reason why I don't think she's all that. I just think that she's mediocre at best. But I think a lot of people are looking at tits and ass and the face is just lost in translation, right? I think that's how it's going.
yeah, I don't disagree with you, but overall, I'm still putting her into the smoking hot category.
Okay,
So
so follow-up question. Who do you think is the hottest girl in the villa?
I mean, I guess I gotta go with I think what is it? Gina and I had this discussion last week, but I think I gotta go Kata, I guess.
Okay, so Kata, I like that. I'm not against that at all. I think that she's very hot. Okay, so I think we're all on the same page. My least favorite girl in the villa, I'm just gonna be super honest. Um, Trinity and Kinsey,
Hmm.
least favorite. Like they could get voted off tomorrow. I'll be totally cool with it.
True, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, yeah, Kenzie, I think Kenzie's like the fact that, well, even though Jen, I guess, is a blonde, but before Jen, the fact that Kenzie was like the only blonde chick, that's what made her stand out. But
Stands out in a good way or like a bad way. Like she stood out to me a lot, but like she has like a weird mouth. And
Mhm.
like, don't get me wrong, again, all of these people are very pretty, right? Like on God. But she was a little weird looking to me, right? Kind of like Corbin. Corbin has like a really confused look on his face all the time, and he has like no emotion. He kind of reminds me of what AI would look like if it was a person. Like
He's like
I never know what he's thinking because he just looks confused all the time.
Corbin has the personality of an NPC, literally.
Literally, like literally on God, like when he's walking through the villa, it's like you're watching AI. Like if they implanted AI into a body, that's what it would be. It would be Corbin.
I feel the same thing with the Bryce.
Oh, so you think Bryce is a NPC AI implant? Do you? I mean, Bryce has a little
Yeah,
bit,
because like I'm like half the time I forget he's even there half the time.
but do you know who that happens with me? What's the guy's name? Is it DC or JC? Um, gosh, what is his name?
Casey.
KC.
Hey,
See, exactly. This is what I'm saying. I forget he's there.
oh,
Like
well, by the
he's
way, like George, I don't think you're in the loop, but apparently, because we were talking to Lana the other week, and then Lana's, as I think, daughter knows KC from like the nursing world in Fresno, California.
no, I did see that. I think y'all sent that to a group chat that I'm a part of. So
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
she
do.
sent it to the group chat.
Yeah, she sent it to a group chat on IG somewhere,
Yeah.
and I did see that. And it's funny that Lana is always like completely in the loop with whatever is going on in the world. Everything goes through Lana apparently. And I was like, damn, I think Lana might be the Illuminati because everything that happens in the world is linked to Lana in some way. So it's making me wonder if she runs the Illuminati.
But it's weird she's absent tonight. I should text her.
Yeah, where is she? Oh, you know what? She might be watching soccer.
soccer ended already.
Oh, so I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. You know, guys, I don't like soccer. I don't want to like get
Unless
into
she's
everything.
at like watching it like somewhere, like if she went to a pub or a bar or something like that to watch it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was hoping to see her. But yeah, she sent that to the group chat, and that's literally what crossed my mind. I was like, I think Lana might actually be the Illuminati.
Mhm. And that meme with like Sean and the Kevin James shrug thing, that was kind of like a brilliant meme, right?
I actually loved it. I'm obsessed with it. And I'm a big fan of Kevin James, by the way. I actually, fun fact, waited outside a venue that he was at just so I could meet him because like on a fan level, like I was a huge fan.
And that was in like Cleveland.
Yes, it was in Cleveland, in the cold in the winter time, and he was super nice. He walked over and talked to me and took a picture. Super nice. But yeah, I was like a huge fan. I totally stalked him.
Mhm.
Totally did.
True. All right, let's see. I'm just going through my like, oh, by the way, Lana texted back. She says I'm here, but she's not in the Zoom though. So anyway,
Oh, yeah, she's not. That's really weird. That's strange.
un-
Unless she
unless
didn't change her name.
unless she's Mina Buckner.
Oh, maybe that's her. Because you know what? I don't
Yeah, I was
recognize.
wondering who that was earlier. I'm like, who is this?
Yeah, I don't recognize that name. So that might be her. What's up, Lana? Is that you? Type it in the chat. But wait, did she type I'm here in the chat or did she text it to you? No, Mina says she's not Lana. Also, what's up, Mina? What's up? I don't know you, but I'm
Hello,
George.
Mina.
Sorry,
Sorry,
Mina.
we didn't mean to be rude.
Yeah, sorry, Mina. I
Yeah,
didn't mean to like miss, whatever you.
yeah, my bad. What's up? I'm George. Thanks for joining us. We're glad you're here.
True. Yeah, she text that was a text that I got from her where she says I'm here. But anyway,
Oh, she says she always misses the live. Yeah, technically that's me for the past 4 weeks. I missed them all too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
all right, let's see. On 90 Days, did you want to say anything about like Rossett going to the redneck party?
Oh, I thoroughly enjoyed those scenes. I loved it. I think they're from Alabama, if I'm correctly. Is it Alabama?
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. I'll be in Alabama this weekend, actually, so I'm hoping to run into some of the people from the show, actually. I'll be at an event in Alabama this weekend. So, but yeah, I love the tailgate reference where they're like, "You never disrespect a man by sitting on his tailgate." I didn't know that. You
I
know,
didn't know that either. I'm like, you're in the country when.
well,
Mhm.
technically, you know you're in the country when every man has a tailgate. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like a staple. If you're from the deep South, you drive a pickup truck. You have a tailgate. I didn't realize that sitting on a man's tailgate is basically like spitting in a man's face. I didn't realize that, but yeah, they're very much so close to being my favorites. I really do like Katie and Josh though, because Katie is just she's just gold. Like she's the most amazing cast member in a long time. Like I'm obsessed. But yeah, I think that the other couple from Alabama, I really do love.
I mean, I like Josh, but Katie's kind of annoying.
She's funny. Everything about her is hilarious, and she has an excuse for everything. She literally will kiss anyone, she'll gangbang anyone, and then at the end of the day, she's just like, it's all in good fun. Kind of like Shay. Shay's just like, yeah, if I bang every person that I know, it's all in good fun. Like it's not a big deal. And no one else thinks that way, but him and
I
Katie.
I knew George when you would gravitate to her when the season started. I'm like, oh, look at that. It's the female version of the younger George when he was younger.
I was a slut. You're right. I was such a big slut and I kissed everyone. I was just telling my friend this story the other day. I went to this school in Baton Rouge and I was the only black boy at all white school. And there were two girls that liked me because I was the BBC at the white school. So these two girls were fighting over me and they were best friends. So I was dating them both at the same time. And now even to this day, those two girls don't talk to each other, all because of me. I was
Of
such a little,
course not,
I was
George.
such
You're
a
a little
little, I was
shithead.
destroying friendships since teen years. I was destroying friendships.
Mm. Was that before you were Officer Nasty or in your Officer Nasty formidable years?
I was in police academy. I was in police academy at that time. I was getting to my officer nasty, but I was probably like 14 or 15. I was pretty young, but I got transferred because the school I went to an all cult school, and that school ended at 10th grade, which was super weird. I still to this day don't understand why that happened. But the school that I went to from the cult didn't go past 10th. So I had to get transferred to another school that was part of the cult, but really far away. And then that's when I went there. But I was the only black kid in the entire school out of hundreds of kids. I was the only black kid. So, it was hard, being the only BBC in the whole school. Like it's really hard. All the girls want a piece. Like all the girls want a piece, and all the boys wanted me to be their best black friend. So it was a lot of pressure.
It sounded like a lot of hard work, George,
It
considering you were
was.
breaking up friendships
I
and
mean,
having two girlfriends at the same time and making women fight over you. It sounds like a very hard job,
I
George.
I do want to say that I did not make anyone fight over me. They decided to fight over me, but it's not easy being me. It's
Being
not.
you.
It's not. It's not easy. And sometimes you got to date multiple girls at the same time. You have to just take one for the team.
Hmm.
True. Okay, now I'm jumping back to Love Island. Sean's mom posted something on social media. She says, I want everyone to know that I'm so proud of my son. It takes a lot to be scrutinized by the world. I'm so proud of him for showing up 100% as himself. He was brave enough to live life and take a chance. Team Sean forever. I'm so proud of you, son. Ravello, which I guess is the name of his son, is excited to see his daddy. So that's what the mom said.
That's sweet. I'm
His
glad.
mom's hot too.
Yeah.
Maybe filters, but his mom's pretty hot too.
How hot are we talking? Like
Hotter.
She
hot,
looks
hot? Because guys, I'm into older girls. So like how hot are we talking?
well, it's hard to say because the filter's like super strong, but she looks a little Asian, but yeah, like very
Well, no, he's like half Korean and and half something else from his mom's side, and his dad is black.
mm,
Oh, okay, okay. So I had him all wrong. I thought that he was of Hispanic descent. So I had him all
Mm-mm.
wrong. Interesting. Well, I'll go look on your page and see what his mom looks like. I have to see. I didn't see that post.
true. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next post. Let's see. Okay, now this was okay. Now I'm getting to the Kara stuff from Last Resort, where oh yeah, okay. So at one point, Guillermo and Kara are talking, and then he gets her he gets her to admit that she's finally had sex with someone else, whatever. And then he asks her, he goes, So, can you just tell me when did you have sex? And the car says, I went to New York in the fall. And then everyone in the comment section was trying to figure out who Cara fucked in New York.
I think we already know, don't we? It starts with a J, doesn't it?
You know that Cara fucked Jay?
No, the name starts with a J, doesn't it?
Of who, but I'm saying is it fact or what?
No, I'm guessing, but I remember that
That's
she
the
was,
guesses are Jay, yeah, but I still need to get to the bottom of it.
well, yeah, but you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
He's a entertainer.
Oh wait, I thought you were
I think
talking
we're all talking about like
I thought you were
different
talking
people.
about Jamal.
Me too.
No.
And I'm sticking with that theory.
No, guys, that's not who I'm talking about. His name is Giori, and he's a singer.
Yeah, 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 Giori, that's probably who she.
So that's allegedly though, because I don't know that for sure, but I do know that she was doing shows with him, and I do remember that she posted from New York and he posted from New York, in the fall. Okay, because I want to say we kind of visited this on the podcast when it happened, because I
Yeah,
was like,
so we talked about it, and then that was like my before this episode aired. I That was my like guess. I was like, yeah, I basically literally said that on the podcast. I was like, it wouldn't shock me if she fucked that Giori guy, whatever the fuck his name is. I literally,
yeah, yeah, that's my theory. I don't know if it's true or not, but the timelines align.
no, I
And
think now that you remind me, that would be a very valid guess. Yes.
I mean, I think it is. I can't prove nothing, but I think it is.
Yeah.
But also, I want to also bring up because this is really cool because something happened on the episode that also happened on our show. So back in the day, especially if you're new here, we did an interview with Cara back in the day, and we discussed a lot of different topics. And one of the things that I grilled her about was her OnlyFans page because I was like, I had a lot of questions because I was like, what's going on with your OnlyFans? Like, what will we see? And she was very, very clear to us that we would never see nudity. It would only be implied nudity. And it was like, what do you call it? Boudoir. I think, or burlesque, whatever it is where you're not really naked.
Classy. Classy.
Yes, yes. So it's interesting because that's what she had told us. Because remember, Shabooty, when you sent me that video,
Mhm.
I was shocked, just as shocked as Guillermo. Where I was just like, huh? Because I had a conversation with her, and she made it very clear to me that I would never see any part of her body. It wouldn't happen on her OnlyFans. So when you sent me that video and I saw what she was doing in the video, I was
Mhm.
like confused. I was like, what? Because we had this conversation. So it's interesting. They're talking about this now on The Last Resort. We literally talked about this like, oh my gosh, over a year ago with her.
Mhm.
Maybe longer than that, actually. Almost
Yeah,
2 years ago, right? If I'm doing the math correctly.
it was on the Twitter Spaces. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's so interesting because it popped up on the show because she's like, "Oh, my tits came out," and then the first thing I thought in my head was, "It was more than your tits." Well,
Mhm.
we're gonna let that go. We're gonna let it go because at the end of the day, it's her body, her choice, and if she wants to, show everybody that coochie, that's on her.
Yeah, and then also there's the fun fact I posted where she said her dad had her when he was 64 years old.
Oh yeah, she did say that, and I kind of feel like she said that on her season, but it got away from me.
Mhm.
And I just want to say when I'm 64, I hope to be banging out chicks too. Like her dad is definitely an idol for me. I don't know if he's still around, but he was doing the things at 64 that I want to be doing at 64.
True, and yeah. And then my tweet, even though you just mentioned it, like my tweet, I said, Car is so unapologetic, it makes me laugh, but I also like it. And then that was a quote when she said, so guess what? My tits came out. Oh no, what'd you think of when Guillermo, they asked Guillermo at that like dinner, they're like, so like whether you're getting along or not, like are you at the end of the day, are you proud of her that she's the mother of your child? And he's like, no. That was pretty vicious, right?
Yeah, yeah. Wait, what did you just say? Hold on, go back.
You want to say again? Oh, no, there's a
Yeah.
part of this dinner where the therapist chick was like, whether you're getting along or you like her or not, at the end of the day, are you proud of Kara as being the mother of your child? And he straight flatly said, no, I'm not proud of that.
Yeah, that was harsh, to say that. And I think he's alluding to her OnlyFans. I don't know that, but I think that he's basically saying that I don't respect you, which I think is kind of fucked up in a sense, because at the end of the day, she's not doing anything illegal. She's not doing anything horrible. And it is very possible to be on OnlyFans and be a good mom. So I felt like that was really fucked up. Like that, like I feel like
I think there's more to it because not only that, I'm not I'm playing Switzerland here and devil's advocate here, but I honestly think Guillermo was like, you're on OnlyFans, you're out till 4 o'clock in the morning, like saying that you're not banging anybody. Like, what kind of mom does that? Like, we're not saying like a mom has to be with her child 24/7. Like, yeah, there are birthday parties that come up, but as a mom, you're expected to come home you're expected to come home and not be out all night running the streets and being ratchet.
See, Gina, I don't know because as long as the child is with someone and the child is safe, do parents really do have a curfew? Like, are like
I'm
being
not
a
saying they
mom?
have a curfew, but you have to have some sort of responsibility to your child. Your child
But
should always come first before your own personal needs.
but say for instance, she was only going out on the weekends. Is that not okay?
But she wasn't going out on the weekends because she would do her like bachata singing almost nightly.
But you can be a singer and a mom. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I'm not saying she can't be a singer and a mom. Like she can come home after, but clearly that's not what she was doing. She was
See,
going
I
to
don't
like
know.
producers' houses. She was out till 4 in the morning.
And then she's always in like Spain and Vegas and shit. Like,
Yeah, you're leaving your child with the dad, your mom, babysitters, nannies, whatever. That's not a mom.
I mean,
I'm
that's
not a mom, but
that's
like I would
true.
never think about the fact of leaving a child.
I mean, yeah, like leaving the country is crazy when you have a child, but I want to live in a world where it's okay for moms to have different hats. Like I want
No,
to,
they can wear all the hats that they want, but you have to be present in your child's life. at the same time, which
Mm.
I don't think she is really, right? Like she's a part-time mom, not a full-time mom.
She does posts with her kid on Instagram, but I mean, a lot of deadbeat baby daddies do the same thing, so I guess that doesn't really prove anything. I don't like to call people bad moms. Like, I just don't. Like, but, the way he said he was embarrassed basically that that was his baby mama, that was just kind of crazy. Because I was like, I mean, damn, like, that is also your wife, sir. Like, damn, I can't believe that you said that. But like you said, Gina, there's probably a lot more that we don't know that he knows a lot about, and that's probably what led him to say that. But I don't. So I have a question real quick. Do you guys think her appearance on this season of The Last Resort is going to damage her image? Because I feel like she's being put in a pretty negative light. So far we're only what 2 episodes in, but there hasn't been a lot of positive things coming out about her. Do you think this is going to damage her image, like as a person?
Well, I think like I know we're kind of beating the dead horse, but like I think what's really d damaging a little bit is that infamous video that's now like everyone knows about. Like that,
Probably because of us.
like normally a video like that, like for example, like Rob's butt plug photos, like when they first leaked, everyone was talking about it and everyone saw them and everyone knew where to see them, but then they kind of like faded away. So like right now, they're not like widely out there. You know what I mean? It kind of like went away. But like this is like the new Rob's butt plug photos on the first day it came out. So like everyone is now like aware of like the video of her with the dildo or whatever. It's like people on like Reddit are all aware of it, like moms and like people that aren't even tech savvy are aware of it and seeing the video. So it's like I think that's what's kind of like blowing up her reputation.
Well, yeah, I think that. Again, I don't judge anyone that does that. It's fine. But, it's kind of like for Rob, he had to really overcome a lot from that coming out. Like, he still to this day, people say things about him that he's trying to overcome. So I think that, it's gonna damage her image. And so let me just say this, because we know that she's a singer and her ultimate goal is to become a singer, like, and to be internationally known. Do you think that this video per se or series of videos is gonna make that harder for her? That's a weird word to use. Make that more difficult for her, or do you think that this might actually help? 'Cause, in Kim Kardashian's situation, it made things easier, or do you think it's gonna make things more difficult for her? I don't want to say hard, and more difficult for her.
I don't know, but I feel like I know she signed recently to like some marketing agency, but I feel like the agency that she's signed with probably specializes in promoting OnlyFans sites. So now like TMZ is like plugging her OnlyFans. So I feel like at this point she's almost leaning into the OnlyFans even more so than the music. So at this point,
Prob-
if you told me,
probably because it makes more money faster.
yeah,
Probably.
like so there's the music angle, but then there's like it's like it wouldn't shock me. Like, let's say her 90-day career fully dries up like Libby, right? Like if the 90-day career fully dries up like Libby, I think at that point it wouldn't surprise me to see her do like boy girl shit on her OnlyFans, and I feel like it'll go even deeper down that path or something.
Wow, wow. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a slippery slope, when you start. That's what I told y'all when I was going to post my feet pics. I was like, it's going to start with feet, and then, all of a sudden they're just going to be everything. It's a very slippery slope. And, once you start doing one thing, you lose your inhibitions and you start doing everything. But like, I think you're right, though. I think she is kind of leaning more into that aspect of her
Mhm.
career more so than the music, because she's been on a lot of different shows. She's pushed the music a lot. But OnlyFans has a really fast return, especially when you're a really pretty girl. You can make 20, 30, 40, 50K in 1 month versus if you're a singer, and you're going to perform, you got to buy your own ticket just to get there, so she's probably leaning into it because it's just more lucrative.
Mhm. All right, now I'm gonna get. Oh, Lana's here by the way in the chat, just so you know.
Hey.
And then again, I'm just jumping through my like feed Instagram feed. So back on Love Island, did you see the photo of Bryce and I think it's Kendall Jenner, because he was like Tumblr famous back in the day. So there's a photo of him with like Kendall Jenner.
I did see that. So Tumblr, I kind of missed that generation. I know it was like kind of like a Pinterest, but different. So
Hmm.
I'm not like fully aware of that. I know that there was something also called Vine that I'm a little more familiar with, but Tumblr was like a huge deal. It was like a fandom site where you think you posted pictures, if I'm not mistaken. So apparently, yeah, he was a somebody back in the day. which is kind of interesting. I mean, I think everybody on the show did something interesting. That's how they got there. But
Mm,
I didn't realize that he knew the Jenners, which is kind of cool.
yeah.
Well,
Uh,
they're both from LA and he's a DJ.
and he was a model, right?
Yeah.
I think he's still a model.
True.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think he's still a model. Um, he does have that I just did crack look. So he definitely looks like a model, but he also looks like Skeletor. So, but I've been to a lot of runway shows and most of the models look like they literally just did crack.
Like skeletons?
Yes, so he fits in pretty good if you ask me.
Hmm. And then speaking of like celebrity fans, her wishes didn't necessarily come true, but Lizzo posted the other day. Lizzo said, "If we vote for Soul and Sincere, then Melanie will choose Corbin, and then we can send Mel and Corbin both home next vote." I mean, that kind of played out, except for it didn't really mention Beatrice, but everyone voted for Soul and Sincere, and then Melanie chose Corbin. Well, Corbin chose Melanie, and then so I don't know. That was Lizzo's plan.
I mean, yeah, I saw that. It might work. We're still there. There will be a phase two because we'd have to see what happens with the next one. But yeah, I mean, Lizzo's interesting. I'm not like a big fan, but I'm not like not a fan. She's cool. I don't mind her.
Okay, now I'm back on 90 Days. So then apparently Colty has finally divorced from Vanessa as of like this week.
Oh wow, he's dated so many people since then.
Yeah, so finally Vanessa and Colty are officially divorced. Let's see. This was my caption, but I don't know what snarky shit I said. So let me just read it. I said, 90 Day Fiance, aka a scourge on this earth that gives schlubs like Colty the ability to pull women well beyond their league, has now finally divorced from Vanessa as of June 9th. It's officially over, Johnny. They are already likely to be back on our anemic screens in the future. I can hardly wait. Sarcasm.
Yeah. Colt is, I don't know, man. He's got to be in the Guinness Book of World Records for pulling women out of his league. Like he does it, and I don't know how. And he should write a book. Honestly, he should write a book.
Oh, and then speaking of like snark, I did because Diana or whatever, she broke her arm or her hand, and I did a caption. Well, anyway, her Diana's caption said, "I broke my hand in February. I took the cast off too early because apparently I make great life choices, and it broke all over again." And then my caption said, "These two, Diana and Colty, are soulmates because she's just as much of an injury-prone klutz as he is. Just kidding. Get well soon." So,
I mean, yeah, I agree.
all right, and I'm just going through my feed. Let's see. Oh, and then did you see the like photos when Melanie was like BBW or like a thick, what is it called? Plus size model.
Oh yeah, I saw those. I saw those, and it's crazy that we called that plus size. She was just thick. But I guess, we live in a day and age where if you weigh 2 pounds more than you should, you're a plus size model. But yeah, I saw that, and she looked good then. She looks good now. But the internet was just so enamored at the fact that she was thick at one point, which I don't know. I think thick is great. I don't think there's anything wrong with being thick.
Mhm. And then it's back to Seoul. Did you see that Michael B. Jordan liked one of her photos?
I don't get what everyone thinks and like why she's so hot. I don't get it. Like, so Michael B. Jordan is crushing on her now. Like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the odd person out. Like, I just don't see her as that. She's okay, but like, damn, Michael B. Jordan is liking her pictures. Like, that's wild.
Yeah, that's like A-lister trying to get up with her. So
Well, yeah, like, damn. Like, I don't know. She's not the, yeah, Lana said it. She's just cute. Thank you. She's cute, right?
her body's like crazy. Like that's what puts her over the top.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. People are enamored by the ass and the titties. She's got some real titties, and they're not fake, and they're, so I think people are like, oh, well, I can deal with her face not being amazing because her body. And see, I'm the opposite. I need like the face to be amazing. The body we can work on, but the face has got to be amazing.
True. All right, let's see. I'm just going through my feed again. It was funny when they're calling like sincere versus insincere. When that hair come down, you know shit about to go left.
Yeah, the irony in his name is kind of funny because his name is Sincere, and he was. I think what got me was how he would just go back and forth. He would go in and make out with Soul, and then he would go pull Melanie and be like, "I would choose you any day of the week, and I'm here for you." And then right after that, he would go in and make out with Soul again, and I was just like, the irony of you being the complete opposite of your name is just crazy.
Yeah, and I was looking at Soul like on her Threads page. She was kind of doing that typical like social media influencer type of thing where they do like the day in the lifestyle videos where they're like I don't know if she's going to like a spa or something where she's like, when they do like that narrated video, it's like they gave us towels to wear or they gave us a cool bag and they had tea for us to drink and they had water and then we went and did this, then we went to the sauna and then we did and then it's like she did like the narrated day in the life video type shit.
Oh, like what the influencers do when they stay at a nice hotel and it's being comped. Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Did you post that?
I didn't post it. It's on Threads, but I could rip it and repost it. But
Yeah, I want to see that. I kind of want to see that.
okay,
Did
yeah.
so? Do you know if she had a bunch of followers before the show or not, or have you not dug into that yet?
Um, I don't like. I'm not sure, but she definitely. I don't think she had like a crazy amount. Probably like 5 to 10,000 maybe. But I think. But she still definitely like carried herself. Whether she had a lot of followers or not, she carried herself like a LA social media influencer.
Oh, okay. I mean, I get that. I can see that. I was just curious if she was already famous or not, because every now and then we'll get somebody on a show and they were famous, but like not like
Mhm.
widespread, so everybody doesn't know, but they were kind of already famous. So every now and then we'll get one of those.
True. Oh, and then I like this tweet. This is based on not tonight's episode, but the previous episode. This tweet says, sincere is unethical. Bryce just pulled a J.R. Smith in the finals. Bea has negative motion. Corbin GPT literally cannot hoop. Kenzie thinks she's the main character. Melanie is going manic. Zach wants Bryce. Oh, and Jen exists in case you forgot. Unserious Love Island episode today.
That is so accurate. Holy shit.
I like I like Corbin GPT too.
Yeah, that was amazing. I freaking love that. The accuracy. It was the accuracy for me.
True, and that pretty much rounds out and then my final post was the one I posted 5 minutes before the show ended about Beatrice, and that was my last post of the last week.
Oh, I saw that one. I saw that one. I did want to. I wanted to say it was kind of mean that they voted off the girl with no leg. That didn't seem fair. They should have voted off a person with two legs, not one leg. That's not fair.
True.
She's so funny. Like, like her own like comebacks to her, like making fun of herself. I'm like, oh my God.
Okay.
Like, and
Mhm.
it's just towards herself, not towards like nobody else is saying it, but she makes fun of her own self. So
Yeah, yeah, she had a lot of like leg jokes and shit like that.
Yeah, which
yeah,
was kind of unexpected because they always caught me off guard when she said them. I was like very unexpected. So I was like, I love
and
that.
then I'd start laughing. Like she'd be like something about tonight's episode. She says, "Oh, something about 10 toes, but I only have five," and I'm like, "Oh my God!"
Mhm.
Like,
And then I would feel a little bad for laughing because I shouldn't be laughing at her lack of toes, but the way she worded it, I would still laugh. It was funny.
True. Okay, I'm gonna read the live chat messages and then maybe we could say hi to Lana for like a little bit, 5, 10 minutes, then we could end it at that point. So let's see. This is what the live chat was saying tonight. Pineapple Girl says, "Hi all, George finally." Um, let's see. Pineapple Girl says, "Oh my God, y'all are hilarious. I pay for ad-free everything. Fuck that. Laugh out loud." Um,
Bougie. Okay.
oh, and then anyway, yeah, Pineapple Girl texted Lana. Cocoa Puff says, "I don't watch it. I never tried." Well, Cocoa Puff, you might as well start watching it because half the podcast was like Love Island. um, Heather says, "Hey, they're really young looking, but I'm happy to listen." Mina says,
Wait, do
"What?"
they mean Love Island? There's a 30-year-old on there who they refer to as old. So everyone's not like super young.
there's Bryce. Bryce is
Right.
considered old, and I
Yeah,
took
they
total offense to that. I'm like, oh,
I know
okay.
she was like, "You're 30, you can't be you're too old to be acting like that." And I was like offended. I was like, that was the most
I
offensive
was
thing,
appalled. I was like,
right? I was like, how fucking dare you?
Mhm. Let's see. Mina says, "I don't watch 90 Day anymore, but I still enjoy listening to you guys." Gina says, "Hey everyone, I'm late. I had a hard time connected to Zoom."
Okay, Mariah.
Coco Puff says they're washed up on 90 Day. Let's see. I hope no Airbnb emergency. Oh, that's about Lana, I think. Mina says, I always miss it live. Coco Puff says, welcome to 90 Day Fridays, Mina. Heather says, I love new weirdos. Mina says, I listen on my way home from work and go back to see all the messages. Let's see. Mina says, I'm half Korean and black too, aka Blackanese. The last part was my comment, Blackanese. Let's see. Mina says, yep, don't see that combo too often. Lana's trying to get on. Mina says she's just
See, was it only me that had that problem?
Oh, I didn't have that problem, but okay.
no, I don't think Lana had a problem. She just didn't have the link or something. But anyway, Mina says she's just not maternal just for likes. This is about Car, I think. She's a weekend stepmom. Baby's licking. He has a good dad. I'm not sure what the
I think she meant lucky.
baby. Oh yeah, baby is.
He's,
Here's a typo. Baby is lucky he has a good dad.
Oh,
Heather says, nah, she's headed for a single life. Well, we already know she did like Hunt for Love too. Um, Lana says that's a part-time mom. Lana says, I think Guillermo has lost all respect for her after those videos. Yeah, for sure. I think I saw something on Reddit where I think Guillermo on Last Resort calls her like a lady of the night or something.
oh, it's getting meaner and meaner.
Yeah, he's getting more brutal.
I mean, that is just a nicer way of calling someone a slut. But Guillermo is a nice guy. He's not going to just come out and say it. So
Mm,
coming from him, that's pretty harsh.
yeah. Okay. Let's see. Pineapple Girl says, agree, Gina. My son will be 5 next month, and he has a sister twice his life. And he had a sitter. My bad, I can't read. Sorry, I'll read it again. My son will be 5 next month, and he's had a sitter twice in his life. He's never been to daycare, school, etc. Uh,
Oh, wow.
Lana says, miss you, George. Good to hear your voice. And then Coco Puff says they need more milk for those bones. And Lana says she's just cute. I think that's about Soul, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all the live chat, and then let's see if we'll give Lana speaking privileges and see if she can talk and or wants to talk.
I sent Sean's mom's pictures in the group chat.
Mm.
I didn't
Hey
like.
guys.
Hey, Lana.
Hi.
Hi. How was
How?
that soccer game?
Which one? There was two. I was cheering for Canada.
Oh, I didn't know Canada was playing too. I was talking about United States and Paraguay. Is that how you say it?
Uruguay.
Paraguay. There you
Paraguay.
go.
Yeah. The Canada and Bosnia was at 12 o'clock. I was watching it at work.
Oh, wow, who won?
It was a tie game.
I'll be down.
I know, right?
Yeah, they kept giving us that extra time. I'm thinking like 7 minutes. What the fuck? You know?
Well, US had it in the bag, right? Like 4-1. I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah. I turned on the U.S. game and it was like 3-0, and I was like, "Well, there's no point in
Mm.
watching it. It's already kind of over."
Yeah,
Yesterday's
it was
game
so
with
good.
Korea and Czech was really good.
Mm.
Oh, I thought it barely started tonight.
No, yesterday.
I'll be damn.
Like with like World Cup shit, like I think when you're at like a bar or something or live out somewhere, it's fun to watch. But like unless it's like if it's the final games, I'll watch it. But if I'm at home, it's hard for me to just sit there and watch it. I don't.
I love it. I haven't even watched Love Island yet tonight.
How dare you choose the World Cup over Love Island?
Wow.
I had to watch the World Cup. I had to. I had to get
I
in
was
that
watching
first game.
both. I had to watch both.
So
I had Love Island on my tablet, and on the big screen, I had the soccer game on.
I should have done that. But when I watch Love Island, I want to give it every single bit of my attention. I don't want to miss a damn thing.
Mm. I didn't know you were a soccer fan even.
Yes. I really love the women's soccer mainly, but right now it's the World Cup. So, of course, I'm going for our guys, you know?
That because all your exes were named Jose. Of course, you're a soccer fan.
Right? Right? What else would I be?
True. Yeah, well, I went and picked up tacos earlier, and then there was like a giant TV setup outside of the Mexican place. So I think people are like, I think they're trying to set it up so it gets more customers sitting there watching the game and shit.
Yeah, I was thinking of Coco today because my daughter Coco, her name's Nicole, but we call her Coco. She calls me and tells me, Mom, I want to ask you a question. She goes, What do you think about dating older men?
Hmm.
And I
Oh,
was like, okay, where the hell did that come from? And I was like, no, Nicole, I don't think it's a good idea. I was like, you're in your early 30s. I was like, an older man won't be able to keep up with you. I go, there's no way. You couldn't do it. She was like, yeah, you're right. You're right. Then she calls me today and she's like, oh, Mom, I'm dating an older man
Like how old?
in his 50s.
Oh, she really is Coco 2.0.
Yeah, she's Coco too.
Yeah.
That's Coco was the first one that came in my head. I was like, oh shit, now my Coco. Oh shit. And did you see that there's a new show coming out about that exact thing? Younger women dating older men or the opposite?
It's
I thought that was called Age of Attraction.
No, there's a new one starting pretty soon.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
what channel?
Yes. It's a new one and it's they showed the previews of it and everything already and it just freaked me out. I was like, my daughter just talked to me about this shit and now they got a goddamn show.
Do you remember what network was on?
You know what? I thought it was TLC because I thought I seen it during
It might
watching
be,
Love After Lockup.
it might be
That's
TLC.
W.
Huh?
That's W if it's Love After Lockup.
WeTV, yeah, WeTV.
Or yeah.
Wait, maybe it was WeTV. Maybe yes, it
Well,
was.
if it's WeTV, then it might be good because they are so ratchet over there. So
Oh, they are.
I
They
would probably
are.
watch it. Yeah.
I'm watching that new Polly show. I like it.
Oh, I've seen some tweets. And I haven't watched it, but based on the tweets, I feel like I probably will because I've
Yeah,
seen some tweets and I'm like, oh, I'm already interested just based on what people are saying.
right. It's pretty good. I have to say it's pretty good.
So has anything crazy happened in Airbnb world, Lana?
Not a damn thing. My boss straight up split the company in half and sold half of the houses and everything that he had to another guy named Kyle. My boss's name is Kyle, and he sold half of the company to his friend Kyle.
Hmm.
Oh,
So now they're like going through adjustments and which houses are going to which Kyle, and it's so crazy right now. Like I don't know what side I'll be on. I'm not sure. Hopefully, I'll be with the old Kyle, my first boss, because he was better than the new Kyle. So
interesting.
yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But I don't know. It's not looking too good right now. Something's going on, I think.
Does your Coco watch Love Island?
No. And that's what's crazy to me because he went to her school, the nursing school she works at, but she doesn't watch the show.
Well, I feel like at this point I feel like she should be forced to watch it, no?
Yeah, I thought for sure when she realized he was on there that she would be like, oh, I gotta watch it now. No, she just asks me questions. Like, oh, Mom, how's he doing? How's he doing on that show, Mom? I heard he's doing pretty good, and stuff like that. And I'm like, Nicole, why aren't you watching it? You're in that perfect generation, age. And I go, why aren't you watching it? Oh, I don't know. I just don't watch that.
Does she watch 90 Day Fiancé?
No,
Okay.
Oh, she just
none of
doesn't.
them.
Yeah,
None
she
of my
It
kids
doesn't
watch.
sound like a fun time. Sorry, Lana.
Yeah, only but my two of my daughters love Love Island, so thank God I can talk to
Okay.
them about that. They love Love Island, so my daughter Angie and me will talk about it all night long.
True.
Well, Georgia and I are one step closer to the Escalade.
Yeah, we've been converting people quicker than the Jehovah Witness to Love Island. So yeah, we're working our way up to the Escalade. So we're getting closer. You know how
Or in Georgia's case, a G-Wagon.
yeah, the G-Wagon. You know how
The G-Wagon.
it's like the Mary Kay. You sell a lot of Mary Kay, you get a pink Cadillac. We're just
Right.
we're working our way towards the Love Island G-Wagon.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm enjoying creating content for Love Island because obviously the likes pour in when you post about Love Island. It goes viral and shit, and it's like, and that's why like some of my frustration with like 90 Day is like I would put I could post tea, I could post a hot tea post or whatever, breaking news, breaking NDA, and it'll get like 300 likes or something. You know what I mean, 400 likes, but then you post something like Love Island, and it's not even like NDA breaking or anything, but it'll get like 1,000 likes. So I'm like, fuck it, why am I breaking my ass to get like 300 likes? Well, I'll just post some regular shit, get 1,000 likes.
We tried telling
Exactly.
you that last year. We tried telling you that.
True.
Yeah.
I seen a message from somebody that said, yeah, when I miss my shows or whatever, I just go to Shabooty's page and I'll find out everything I need to know. So I was like, yeah, that is true.
Yeah, this is true. Shabooty is like the Cliff Notes for TV.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
He's the
Hopefully.
AI for 90 Day.
Well, I'm hoping to get into Ariana's graces one day.
I mean,
Yeah, she looks fantastic. She just, every time she walks out there, she's just a woman of complete confidence. And I love it.
Mhm.
she's hot. Yeah, I agree.
She is very gorgeous.
I
She's my summer crush.
I like when so she'll put on like Instagram stories where because obviously on the show she has like she's dolled up and she has like professional makeup, hair, stylist, everything top to bottom.
Glam.
Yeah, like full glam team and all that shit. But then I like when she goes on her Instagram stories in between filming where she's just like, like outside and about, like going to the gym or whatever, and she's like no makeup and with her natural face, and she's still like is as radiant as ever. So yeah, she manages to pull it off no matter what.
Yeah, she does. Because when she was on Vanderpump, trust me, she was miserable all the time. She was always depressed.
Hmm.
And she would always admit that. She talked about it a lot on the show, how she fought depression really bad. And it's crazy because I think a lot of it had to do with who she was with. Because
Mm-hmm.
she's not that girl anymore.
Yeah, well, now she's a way bigger star than that douche she was with, right?
Hell yeah, she is. She went and paid cash for her house the first season she did of Love Island. She bought a home and paid cash for it.
What, Tom Sandoval? Is that his name?
Yes, that was his
Yeah.
name. That was him.
Hmm.
He's the one that's jumping from show to show. Like he's been on the villains. He's been on everything because his ass is worthless.
Hmm.
He has a band that doesn't sing worth the shit.
True. All right. Well, any other things you want to talk about before we end it?
No, other than George thinking that Sean's mom is hot.
Oh, yeah.
I did go in the group chat and she is hot. I agree. She is.
Oh yeah, I did see her. You're talking about Sean the cop, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I did see that post his mom made.
So she looks like younger than her son, which is really odd. But yeah.
Yeah, she looks great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's heavily filtered, but yeah, either way, I'm sure she still looks good. But if you want, I'll put it in. Well, Gina texted, but I could put it in the Patreon chat if y'all like.
I did already. I'm
Oh,
on it.
my bad. I thought you were doing laundry, but thank you for doing that.
No worries.
True. Yeah, check the Patreon chat to see Sean the cop's mom. Um, and I think I think that's a good show. I don't know. I think we hit all the bases.
I think we did. It was nice to be back. I missed you guys.
Yeah, we missed you, George.
It's been so long, but yeah, I missed you guys. Getting back into the swing of things. It's life is
How's your
really.
new place? Are you happy?
I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm happy. Settling in. We had to like do like the furniture thing, like because we had two sets of stuff, so we had to
Right.
like figure out what we were gonna.
Two.
Well, yeah,
Just two. You had 11 TVs at one point in Florida.
No, I had more than that, but I took 11 with me. So,
Wow.
but so yeah, we've been doing that and determining what we're gonna keep and what we're gonna get rid of and sell and stuff. So yeah, that it's been a lot, but I'm happy. I made a good decision and love is real. I used to not believe that, but I think it's real. I
Right.
think it's real.
True.
Well, you sure deserve it.
Oh, thank you.
So you like this? Do you like the city you're in?
I do. There's a lot of traffic. It's hard to get around and well, we're not in Atlanta, but we're around it, and it's hard to get around. There's like traffic a lot, and I came from Central Florida, so there's a lot of traffic. But here, it seems like where I live, there was one freeway, and it kind of you could take that same freeway from Tampa to from Clearwater all the way to Daytona Beach, like from one side to the other. But here, there's like a lot of different freeways, and they're all parking lots. Like you just can't get unless it's 10 o'clock at night, you just can't drive on them. So I'm trying to get used to the traffic situation.
Oh, damn, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's basically it's a parking lot basically. You just can't go. And my truck, I hate to say this, but I'm not a good driver. Like I like to text and be on my phone. So my truck, when you're not paying attention, like so when the car in front of you is stopping, my truck like starts beeping
Mhm.
because it knows
Oh,
that I'm
wow.
not it knows that I'm not paying attention. And if I don't like hit the brake in time, then it'll hit the brake for me. So I'll be driving and all of a sudden my truck will like stop because I'm not looking and I'm almost like hitting the car in front of me because I'm not paying attention. Because you like 1 second you'll be going 65 and then the next second you'll be stopped. And I'm not accustomed to that yet. So my truck is probably
Yes.
like this guy's an idiot. We've saved his life like a
Well,
million times.
not to circle back to World Cup, but Atlanta is one of the host cities, and that's probably why you're like it's even more traffic now.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, I mean, it was bad already, but maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, if you go to Magic City, we would love your review.
I'm going to. It's on the books. I'm definitely going. We were actually supposed to go, and then something happened, and we didn't. That's like the third time, by the way. So it's almost like a ongoing joke that every time we try to go, something happens. But it's gonna happen. I just don't know when specifically. I'll be out of
It's
town.
gonna happen when you don't plan it. Like, oh, well,
Yeah,
we
you're
got nothing to
right.
do.
You're
Like,
right. Yeah, I'll be in Alabama this weekend, and I'll be in New York the weekend after. But like maybe when I get back, we'll head over.
True. All right, well, I think we'll end it on that. It was good. Yeah, it was good catching up. I'm glad everything is good on your move and everything's that was a lot. That sounded like a lot of work, more than I would want to do.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't ever want to do it ever again, honestly. It was a lot. And I drove my own U-Haul truck, and it was not fun. And I got the 26-foot truck, which is basically like driving a RV. It was hard, The fact that no one was injured in the process is nothing but God, guys, because I almost got over on people and there's a lot. So the fact that nothing happened and no one is dead in the process, nothing short of a miracle.
Knock on wood. Yeah.
Well, no,
yeah.
I don't have the truck anymore, so and not even an animal. Like I didn't hit anything. Like that's the crazy part because I got the insurance because the lady was like, "Do you want to get the insurance?" I was like, "Yeah." Does it cover like manslaughter? Because just in case I was like kill someone with the truck, and she's like, "No," and I was like, "Oh, so I'll just be careful." But I was just like, I gotta get the insurance so I could just see myself bagging into something because you just can't see. It's crazy.
Yeah. True. All right. Well, let me do a shout out to our live listeners, which is Coco Puff, Heather, Kelly, Pineapple Girl, Sherry, Sophia. I don't know what happened to Mina, but we appreciate you, Mina, to still tuning in despite you not listening. I mean, watching. I think she said she doesn't watch 90 anymore, but she still listens to us. So
Yep.
Oh, I love that. And I totally get it. It's difficult to watch that show anymore. It's getting harder and harder every day, especially as long as Shekinah's on it.
yeah, like if we weren't like doing quote unquote content creation, we probably wouldn't watch 90.
Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think people depend on you guys to get the info from 90 Day.
Mhm.
yeah, I haven't watched Diaries once. I'm just gonna be honest, I haven't watched it.
No?
No.
Not this current season. I mean, I've watched it in the past, but the new season that just started, I haven't watched one
Yeah,
episode.
I don't watch diaries anymore.
I saw
Yeah.
Jasmine was on it, and I was like, no, I'm just not doing it. I can't make myself do it. That woman is just acceptable.
Shabooty just posts the news anyways, so I just wait for his post or someone
Yep.
else, and then
Yep.
that's it basically.
Well, there's no news in Diaries. Anything that they say on Diaries, Shabooty told you 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah,
True.
diaries. So anyway, I guess I'll do my outro. Thank you everyone for listening. It was outro. Hold on. Thank you everybody for listening to 90 Fiancé Fridays on
On a
Friday.
Friday.
Peace out, everybody.
Peace out,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night.